your hurry? Got a date?
You bet, with Hong Kong. This place is fantastic. I can't get over it.
Shows and see what he thinks of them,
And you still haven't seen a thing, George.
Hey, have a look at this. It's all real down to the last hair. I can guarantee that. I know the place backwards. Come on in and see for yourself.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, baby.
Refreshed in body and spirit, we rejoin the merry throng. The night is young.
Better course to the northwest.
There's a great place due south.
No, I'll choose it.
Well, kids, when the captain sets a course, we got to go along with him. This way, let's go.
Hey, take a look. That I gotta see. Come on, come on.
Welcome. Is that enough for your first evening, or shall we continue?
No, I think I'll just go for a walk and get a little fresh air.
Enjoy your fresh air, George.
Hey, George, you know the name of the hotel, huh?
Sure I do.
Don't wear yourself out.
Hong Kong is really fascinating, especially for a Westerner.
Oh, yes, I know.
But as for the reputation you have for being so skillful at making love, I think the whole thing's a myth. Believe me, I know quite a lot about women. Italian, French, American, German, they're all the same.
First come with me, and then you can judge.
Okay, let's go. But I'm not in very good shape. I've had too much alcohol.
Don't worry. I know how to overcome the effects of liquor. I have an infallible system, and it will make you drunk with pleasure.
Hey, that's my hooker I paid for.
Me too. We took up a collection.
No, let go!
Come on, come with us. And you beat it.
Something on your mind, mister?
George! No! Leave him alone! No, don't! You kill him!
Get his watch. All right, you, come on. Come on!
No!
Move!
I don't want to! No!
Doctor. Emy Wong. Where am I, anyway? What happened?
You were in a bad way. You were unconscious for 3 days.
Unconscious for 3 days. Of course, I was attacked. Hey, Emy Wong. Cute name.
Thank you. Oh, Mr. Taylor, there are some friends of yours outside. Do you feel up to seeing them?
Yeah, yes, of course. Of course. Please tell them to come right on in.
You can come in now.
Thank you.
Sorry, George, but it could have been much worse, huh?
Yeah, he's right. You could have got yourself killed as it is. You just look as if you've been skydiving without the benefit of a parachute. We're flying out this morning.
Oh, the police managed to capture those 3 gentlemen. The captain has your wallet. Empty, of course.
The girl, how about her?
Oh, her. Oh, I suppose she was a bit frightened, but what the hell? Those girls are used to plenty of jicky-jicky. She was probably only upset at having to give it away and at losing a good customer like you.
Say, You fellas are going to fly back today without me.
The company couldn't cancel the flight.
Jimmy's taking over for George, isn't he?
Oh, I forgot to bring your wallet.
We're gonna miss you, pal, but we're determined to carry on with the operation.
Sorry, I'll
So
have
long.
to send it over. Be sure they stick everything back on. Good luck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello.
Ah, hello, Doctor.
Please, you don't have to get up.
Thank you.
Are you enjoying those magazines?
Yes, indeed. It's very thoughtful of you to bring them.
And how are you feeling today?
I'm still a little shaky yet. But I'm coming along nicely. And it's mainly thanks to you.
There's no need to thank me. It's the treatment we're giving you that's producing the good results.
Oh, you're too modest.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Someone from your company phoned this morning. She'll be here soon.
Hi there. Hi, my name's Helen Miller. I'm the director's secretary. I've been ordered to take care of you personally.
I'm highly honored, thank you. This is Dr. Emy Wong, who saved my life.
Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Please excuse me. I have to see my other patients. Goodbye, Miss Miller. Nice to have met you.
Bye-bye.
Well, how's the old firm getting along without me?
You don't waste any time, do you?
Yes, I'd say he's recovering nicely. The lesions are greatly reduced and blood pressure and pulse are back to normal. He has a remarkably strong constitution, and that has certainly contributed to such rapid progress.
How do the fractures look?
The last set of x-rays was very satisfactory. In fact, they show that the bones have knitted almost completely.
Oh! I see you're all better now.
No, I feel awful. I still have these terrible pains. This knee, that knee, and the ankle, too.
Oh, but you were dancing a minute ago.
It's because when I'm suffering a lot, I try to smile.
Oh, dear, let me help you. You'd better sit down. You poor man.
No idea how much effort it takes.
There you are.
Thank you.
Careful.
Thank you.
Is that comfortable?
The pain gets quite infernal.
Yet I remember you saying you thought this place was like heaven.
Oh, yes. It's a paradise with these hills, the ocean, with the view, and there's also an angel. Yes, indeed. Can't be much of a paradise unless there's an angel. Tell me, what's that funny-looking rock up there?
It's the legendary Ammer Rock at Châtine. It's a monolith from the period of the tankers, an ancient race of fishermen. The women would go and pray to it to bring their men home safely when they went out fishing in the ocean in their little boats. You can see that the rock is shaped like a woman kneeling to pray, and women still pray there. There's now a tradition that if a girl has been left by her man, by praying in front of this rock, her loved one will return to her. You Westerners.
Go on, I can take it.
I'm engaged to be married.
Wait. When's the big event?
I don't know. I haven't met my fiancé.
What did you say?
The marriage was arranged by our parents when I was just a baby. It's a custom of ours.
Why, that's medieval.
Yes, but he's a good-looking boy. Strong and honest.
But you haven't met him yet.
They told me that. He lives a long way away, in San Francisco. Excuse me, I must go.
Well, aren't you almost finished?
Yes, just one more. Hold still now. That's all. Let's have some light. All right, Mr. Taylor. You've recovered much more quickly than I expected. I don't think there's any need for you to remain here any longer. Do you agree with my opinion, Dr. Wong?
In my opinion, he can be discharged tomorrow.
Oh, it still hurts there. When I inhale, it's real agony. And besides, when I chew, my mouth doesn't close on that side on the right. There's a big space. And my knee makes funny creaking noises when I'm chewing. It's strange.
Those are just general pains, which often occur after intensive therapy. If you like, we can give you one more diathermy session. Then tomorrow you can be discharged.
Good morning.
But who are you?
I have your injection.
You? You can't. I mean, Dr. Wong's been given the injections.
She's busy today. I'm taking over for her.
In that case, you can forget about it. I'm all cured. I'm in perfect health.
Well, how do you think the old boy's looking after all?
Just a second. Excuse me. Can I have the bill for 106, please?
Look, I don't know if I have enough money on me.
Don't worry, the company will take care of it.
Yes, I see.
How do you want me to...
Just sign this when you've looked at it, and I'll send it to the accounts office.
Oh, fine.
Yes, of course. All right, I'll do that. Oh, Mr. Taylor, if you've been looking for Dr. Wong, she's off duty this morning.
Oh, what a pity.
I'm sorry, Mr. Taylor.
Thank you.
There, that's taken care of. Shall we go?
By all means.
How do you feel on your feet?
Oh, fine.
You want to lean on me?
Go on, I could carry you under one arm. Here.
Thank you, sir.
Would you mind letting me drive?
Oh, you're kidding, when you can hardly stand up?
Yes, but I'll be sitting when I drive, won't I? Besides, it'll be nice to get behind the controls again.
You just don't trust my driving. That's what it is.
No. On the contrary, women are marvelous drivers. But for some reason, I feel uncomfortable with a woman driving.
Where have you decided to stay?
I'll go back to my hotel.
You're still convalescing, George. And I was given clear orders to provide everything you need. You feel like staying at my house? I'd adore it. Just the two of us.
Hey, move on.
Oh, you're right, sorry.
It's beautiful, don't you think?
Yes, it's
I adore
marvelous.
Hong Kong. I think it changed my whole life being transferred here. I feel like a different person.
Really? I like the old-fashioned methods. None of your acrobatics. 3 or 4 well-tried positions, and no woman has yet complained. Hey! What are you doing? It's dangerous.
Hi.
Hi, Helen.
Hi.
In the smoking section, don't forget.
Of course.
Come in.
Good morning, sir.
Ah, here you are. Congratulations. I see our pilot looks fully recovered.
George, this is our Hong Kong director, Mr. Kwan Tai.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
I'm sorry about the trouble you've had. Take a seat.
Thank you.
How do you feel now?
Wonderful. In great shape.
So I can telex the head office and tell them you feel ready for duty again?
Yes, naturally.
Perhaps another few days' rest might do you good.
But do I need any more?
I know you think you're a very tough type, but a relapse could have unpleasant consequences. But I have bad news for you. You have a lot of work to do, something only you can handle.
What sort of thing?
We'll talk about it later. Let's let our friend go home now. Enjoy yourself for a few more days. After you're completely recovered, off and away.
Thank you, sir.
Into the clouds.
Here, George. I don't mind if you want to borrow my car. There's also a set of house keys.
Well, I'll see you at home tonight.
Okay.
Hello.
Good morning, Dr. Wong.
George, it's very nice to see you. You seem to be recovered completely now.
Your work, Doctor, and I'm grateful for it.
But why are you calling me doctor? You were more familiar a week ago.
Emy.
Are you mad? If you want to see us. So why have you come here?
I wanted to see you again. I had to see you, Emy.
Why?
I can't really explain it. I only know one thing. I've had you on my mind day and night. Since the first time I saw you. You don't give me a moment's peace. Can you explain the meaning of it all? Eh? You've bewitched me, haven't you? The fact is, Emy, I'm in love with you. Good morning, miss. I wonder if you could tell me what time my plane's leaving, or if it's not leaving, tell me what planes are leaving. You see, I'm a pilot, and a pilot without a plane is like fish without chips. Speaking of which, I wonder what you're doing for dinner tonight. I understand Hong Kong. Well, see you.
You never miss a trick, do you? Listen, I'm afraid I won't be able to have lunch with you today after all. There's a party of bigwigs from Tokyo, and I'm expected to act as nursemaid for the day. I'll see you tonight, right?
Right.
What are you doing this afternoon?
Oh, going sightseeing.
Hi, you're very punctual.
So are you.
Today I've been given the whole afternoon off. What do you want to do? Do you know Hong Kong?
Oh, quite well.
Aberdeen, Lantau, Victoria Peak. Have you seen those?
No, I haven't, actually.
Then what have you seen?
Oh, the Golden Nugget, Miramar, Playboy.
You spend your
Topless?
time nightclubbing. If you want to know the real Hong Kong, I can show it to you.
It would be a joy and an honor.
Emy Wong in Nightingale is song
what this place reminds me of? A movie. A wonderful movie they shot here. Love is a many splendid thing. It was a beautiful movie.
So they say. But I never saw it.
Naturally. It was so long ago, of course. You weren't even around. Or I bet William Holden would have been in love with you and not Jennifer Jones.
George, please. This isn't England, you know. Over there, it's common practice for girls to have premarital experiences. Here, if a girl slips up, she won't be able to get married. And it means the streets for her.
Emy, it's impossible that a woman of your education...
It's nothing to do with education. In this country, men still think the way they did in the Dark Ages. And even though women have more freedom now in some areas, they still have to act accordingly in regard to this particular relationship. And I, until proved otherwise, am Chinese.
And a girl, until proved otherwise, who follows the traditional beliefs. A virgin as well. Okay, I got the message. You're the loveliest bloom of the entire Orient. And I'll just have to settle for the perfume.
Let's dance, come on.
Sure.
Oh, what's that on the windshield? What is it anyway? A ticket?
No, it's just an ad.
Hello, Clinic of Flowers.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I wonder if I could speak to Dr. Emy Wong.
Who's calling?
This is George Taylor.
Just one moment, please. Dr. Wong, you're wanted on the telephone.
Well, I'll see you later on. Bye-bye.
Who is it?
It's Mr. Taylor.
Say I'm not here.
Dr. Wong isn't here. I don't know. Try tomorrow.
Emy,
No, go away.
why are you acting like
Go
that?
away. I don't want to see you anymore.
What have I done?
I saw you throw away my note. You were with that other girl. You're a liar.
Oh, come on. Helen and I both work for the same company. And I pretended that note was an ad for your sake. You wouldn't have wanted to read it, would you? It was a kind of love note.
Let go.
Come on, don't act like this. It's ridiculous.
very tasty, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Ah, so what do you care what it is then? Could be snake or dog. Silly, it's fish. Shall we take rickshaws?
I feel so sorry for those men. They're so thin.
But it's their work. They can't do anything else. They're happy to make the money. Come on, race me to the square.
Mm-hmm. After you. Let's see. Oh. Go on. Hurry, faster. Hurry, hurry.
Let them get there ahead of us.
Faster. Nearly there. You haven't got a chance. Dr. Wong?
Oh, George, I'm so sorry I can't see you this evening. I have to go straight home and I'm already late.
Then let me give you a lift. Come on, don't make me get down on my knees.
Oh, all right. I'll get in just to make you happy, but I'm warning you it's a waste of time. I always go by public transport.
Today you're going by private transport.
Impossible.
We'll soon see.
You can stop here,
What for?
because this is where I get off.
Why?
I have to take the steamer. That is, unless your car's amphibious.
No, afraid not.
You see, it wasn't worth the trouble just to bring me here. It's so close to the clinic.
If I'd known, I wouldn't have offered you a lift. We could have had a nice walk.
I'll see you tomorrow. Forgive me.
Delightful.
Yes, but you have to hurry.
Hmm?
You better get back to the ferry. There aren't any more until tomorrow.
I'll find a hotel somewhere.
There aren't any hotels on the island, not even inns.
And I'll rent a sampan. Or even a straw mat to sleep on.
Run! It's leaving. It's the last one.
Looks like I've missed the boat. Oh, well,
The best I can do is offer you dinner. But what will my father say?
say I'm one of your fellow doctors. That I missed the last ferry.
I've never told lies to my father.
Then tell him the truth. Say I'm a poor chap who's fallen head over heels in love with you.
This is my kingdom. Father, we have a guest. Mr. George Taylor, my father.
It is an honor.
How do you do? Very
Our
pleased
house
to
is
meet you.
yours.
It's extremely kind of you.
Of it.
George is from London.
I wasn't actually born there, but I live there now.
This is his first visit to Hong Kong.
It's an incredible city. Everything here is absolutely Fascinating.
He was a patient of mine.
Yes, she's simply marvelous. I'd still be in a wheelchair except for her efforts.
He's missed the last boat, Father.
Afraid so. I'm sorry.
Father, while I'm getting dinner ready, why don't you show George, Mr. Taylor, I mean, the great love of your life, all right?
Gladly. Out here, sir.
Don't keep him out there too long.
No, I won't. This way. Cigarette?
No, thank you.
As a youth, I could not decide whether to dedicate myself to painting flowers or to growing them. In the end, I settled for the latter activity, which is not unlike painting with what grows from the earth. With a little imagination and, unfortunately, a touch of violence, it is easy to change the very nature of things. And thus, I became a devotee of bonsai.
Very interesting. They take a long time.
Oh, very often, yes, yes.
Fantastic.
Look here. The little tree in this vase is a Satsuki azalea. It is more than 20 years old.
Incredible.
And those others are Pino pentaphylla.
How do you manage to make them so small?
The roots must be constantly trimmed and shortened while the branches are pruned to maintain a small, compact mass. Then one can create scenes like this. My daughter is my real interest now.
Father, dinner is ready.
All right. Shall we?
Yes, indeed.
And so they proceeded to dig through the mountain, each from his own side, and although they failed to meet, at least they had 2 tunnels. I regret leaving such charming company, but I retire early. Good night.
Thank you for everything.
I will let you show our guest to the guest
Of
room.
course, Father. Good night.
Good night, my child. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Come with me. Oh, wait. I want to show you my room.
What's this you're reading?
Chinese poetry.
Ah, very interesting.
It's more interesting if you hold it the right way.
Well, you read some of it to me.
Yes. Chung-si, I beg you not to climb into my window. Don't break my willow, because I'm afraid of my parents. I love you, Chung-si, but I fear their reproof. Chung-si, I beg you not to climb over my wall. Chung-si, I beg you not to enter my garden. It's because I'm afraid of the neighbors. I love you, Chung-si, but I fear their evil tongues.
Sleep well, Emy.
Good night, George.
Good night.
Greetings, Lindsay.
Sit down. I know why you've come. I've been waiting for you. I can read your eyes like a book. Something very great has happened to you, to your life. And you want to ask the stars if you have done the right thing.
Sing Santo Emy Kaubo Saxi. Tai Kau Toi Kop Toi Mani, Kongus Sabne Alonsi Si e Tae. Tai Kau Toi Kop Toi Mani, Bobo Sati Nisi Tae. Si Sao Yao Mao Sain Ti Be Sao Yao Sop Goi.
The wind has opened the gate of your garden to a man from a long distance away who loves you and is worthy of your love.
Emy?
I can see in your hand that the stars are in favor of your love. You have chosen the right time to open yourself to this man like a flower. I can see happy days with this man you've opened yourself to. There are some dark clouds gathering overhead. Who knows if it is not written that the breezes of spring will drive the dark clouds back? Oh, my. Your foreigner will go back to where he came from. I see him on a wide avenue which vanishes in the distance. But I see him return, and there on your hand is the sign of happiness. But what is written will only occur to those who have faith. I see a sea of honey and a dark red flower, a violet and... Wait, I haven't finished yet.
That's enough. Don't tell me anything else. I've learned what I wanted to know. Thanks. Goodbye. You've made me very happy.
Your servant.
I know you were waiting for me, but it was impossible for me to get back. There were no more boats last night.
I was terribly worried about you. I was even going to call the police.
But I've returned anyhow, safe and sound.
You just wanted a taste of Oriental love. You can't pull the wool over my eyes.
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with trying.
Have you anything on tonight?
Not until I get my orders from the company, or you.
Wait till you hear the orders I give you.
I want these as soon as you can have them ready.
Yes, of course, Doctor.
Well, Dr. Wong, do you enjoy seeing the world the wrong way up?
I'm so sorry, Doctor. I wasn't thinking about what I was doing.
Don't worry, we all have days like that.
Yes? Yes, I'll give him the message. Don't worry. I'll see he gets it. George, that was the head office. You're back on duty tomorrow morning, flight 467.
Well, I can't blame them. They do pay my salary.
Japan Airlines. Yes, he's here now. Hold on. Someone for you.
Who is it?
How do I know? It's a girl.
Hello?
I'm sorry to disturb you.
Well, hello, Doctor.
I know I shouldn't call your
Oh,
office.
no, don't be silly.
I was wondering if,
Tell me if I can be of any service. Don't hesitate to ask. I owe you a great deal, Doctor.
well, I wanted to invite you to the island tomorrow. There's the flower festival.
The Flower Festival? I'd be delighted, but I'm afraid that tomorrow morning I'm leaving. I just got my orders. I'm going out on flight 467.
You mean we won't have a chance to see each other?
Of course we will. You can count on it. I'll be in touch, Doctor. So long.
Ah, the flower festival, eh? Lucky man. Your girl must be Chinese. And it means she's in love with you.
Going, George.
Okay. Hi.
George! You're dressed! George! 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 You're dressed!
Who's he? He can't hear you.
No, it's not him. I wonder what kind of happened. It's him. It's him.
Amy!
Hey, show a little respect.
Don't
huh?
shout.
Good morning.
Good morning. What floor, miss?
No, I've changed my mind, thanks.
That's quite all right.
You arrived yesterday. You don't even telephone, and now all you want to do is sleep. Well, I want to know one thing. What do you take me for? Do you think I'm an utter idiot? I know what you were doing. You were humping that bitch, Emy Wong, all night. But you forget that you kept the keys to my house. When you want to make it with that tramp, nothing else counts. You just forget that I even exist. So I sit at home alone all night like a bump on a log, waiting for you.
Listen, Helen, skip it, will you? We're through. Think what you like, but beat it. Leave me alone, will you? Don't hang around being a nuisance. I want to forget you.
So that's how it is.
That's it.
Forget me. I'll forget you. But you'll be sorry.
Please, George, I don't want to go back to that hotel.
Why not?
They all look at me as if I were just You know, let's get married right away, George. I've already got a lovely house in a beautiful spot on Titan Bay. My father gave it to me for when I'm married. It only has to be furnished. Tomorrow we'll go and look at it.
Yes, Emy Wong. I want to marry you.
All right. Now open.
Oh.
I'll show you around. In here.
Mm-hmm.
Like the furniture?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Now, here's my electric organ.
It has a lovely tone.
Thank you. And here's the sofa.
Uh-huh.
Feel how comfortable it is.
May I, madam?
Of course.
Pure swanstone, huh?
Oh, and what do you think of this painting?
Marvelous.
You like it?
It's a lovely portrait.
Silly, it's a still life.
Oh.
And it's always crooked.
Ah, yes, that's better.
Oh,
Huh?
Careful. The table.
Of course, I forgot.
Look. The dining table and chairs.
Mahogany, of course.
Actually, it's rosewood.
So it is.
And look at this. A solid silver antique English candlestick.
Oh.
And this is a white porcelain Ming teapot. It's a very rare example.
May I offer you a cup of tea?
It's too good to use. This is the garden where we can relax. It's always filled with flowers. And look down there. That's the sea, which is all ours, including the beach.
What about the second floor? What do you have up there?
There's our bedroom. Come.
Departing for Tokyo, Anchorage, Chicago, and New York.
Oh, the hell with sleep. I know what I want to do tonight. Hi, Dr. Wong.
Hello. Excuse me, Captain.
How you keeping?
Isn't George Taylor with you?
Well, they kept him in London for administrative reasons. Actually, I've got a letter for you. I was supposed to leave it at the office, but seeing I bumped into you there.
Oh, thank you, Captain.
Bye.
Emy, darling. I miss you so. I wish I were there.
Beside you, so I could tell you how much I love you. Unfortunately, they've kept me in London on standby. I don't know why, unless they're considering promoting me to pilot or putting me on another route. It can't last long, and I'll do all I can to get back on the Hong Kong flights. I miss you dreadfully, even though I feel you're near me every moment of the day. I'm getting the papers we need for our marriage. Be sure your wedding dress is ready, or I'll marry you in your white coat. This will be a brief separation, I promise. We'll soon be together. A big hug and lots of kisses. Yours ever, George.
The mail has arrived.
Hi.
Hi, Helga.
Thanks.
Excuse me, where's Captain Foster's crew?
His crew is on another route now.
You don't happen to know if George Taylor is with them?
George Taylor? I don't remember. Excuse me.
In 35, we'll continue with intravenous feeding and heat therapy, and in 37, I suggest we keep him on antibiotics for another week. Is that clear?
Henry White?
Look after him, will you?
Yes, Doctor.
Will you hold the line a minute, please?
Dr. Wong, where are you going? Those are third-floor patients.
Oh, of course they are. Excuse me.
If a girl has been left by her man, by praying in front of this rock, her loved one will return to her. But you do not. You do not write to me. And though I pray in vain.
Don't do that, Emy. It doesn't help. And it fills my heart with pain when you cry.
I'm sorry. Forgive me, Father.
Do not be disheartened, child. Love is the most beautiful thing in the world. True, it often causes suffering, but in exchange there is much happiness.
I'm happy when he's with me. But now my man is far away, and I don't even know where he is. I write him a letter every day, but he doesn't answer.
Ah, your heart can travel any distance. Just pick a star and it is your mirror. It will show you the man you love, wherever he is. Then you are always at his side.
Hello. Speaking. Hello, operator. No, this is London. I'm calling the Clinic of Flowers in Hong Kong. I'm making a person-to-person call to Dr. Emy Wong. No, Emy Wong. But you can't be out. I'm sorry, but that's impossible. She must be there somewhere. It's only 4:30 in the afternoon there now. But the idiot started speaking Chinese. See if you can understand him.
喂喂，有什么事吗？
No, he's not speaking Chinese.
Oh, operator? Operator? We got cut off as usual.
I've lost a ticket for Dan Martha.
I'd like to speak to Miss Helen Miller, please.
Your name, please?
I'm Dr. Emy Wong.
Just a moment. Hello?
Dr. Wong, can I help you in some way?
I want to know what's happened to George Taylor.
Sit down.
He doesn't reply to my letters, and I wondered if you knew anything.
Naturally, I know all about his plans. He's making the preparations for his marriage.
I know. Would you kindly tell me where he is?
He was in London until a few days ago. Now he's in Sydney. Apparently, George has finally hit the jackpot. He's found this fabulously wealthy Australian girl, a sheep farmer's daughter. And they're going to be married in a few weeks' time. If you want, I could get you an invitation to the wedding, although it might not be a good idea.
fool. Come on. Get in here. Sit there. Waiter, a cognac. Now then, what's all this about? Have you been betrayed in love? Or something like that? You'd best forget it. Believe me. Have some of this. Go on. Take it. Go on, you need it. Life is very nice. You have to enjoy things when you're so young and cute. You have to be philosophical and enjoy things. Here.
Hooray for life!
Here's to it. You're beautiful.
So you would like to come to my school?
Yes.
You're young and very pretty and have class. Why didn't you decide before?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. As long as you make enough effort, you'll learn very quickly. Come.
My compliments. This is quite remarkable. I didn't expect to have this information for 2 months.
It was quite easy, sir, and I enjoyed doing it.
Splendid.
But if I may say so, it's because I know my job.
We're well aware of that, which is why we picked you to handle it. And now we have another one we'd like you to tackle. This report will need a lot of intelligence and tact. What's the matter? Don't you want it? Do you know what it means? You could get promotion out of this. A better salary. More responsibility.
I'm very happy that you seem to think so much of me, sir, and I want to thank you for even considering a promotion and for trying to switch me into a career on the management side of the business. But to be quite frank, I don't like having my wings clipped like this. I refuse to spend the rest of my life behind a desk. Can't you understand that for me, flying is like breathing? It means everything to me. It's the only thing I want to do.
Now listen, there's no use getting worked up over this. It won't change anything. I have no doubt we can compromise. I'll see if we can get you into our Rome office.
Look, I'm not interested in the Rome, Paris, Berlin, or any other office. I brought that report in 2 months early, all right? I think I'm entitled to a holiday. I want to go to Hong Kong.
No. I'm sorry. You'll have to remain available in Europe.
There must be a reason.
Orders from the top.
Hi, George. You're looking very glum. You ought to be glad you don't have to keep reporting for physical checkups all the time. You sit in your office at a big desk with a pretty secretary on your knee. I envy you.
There's nothing to envy. Frankly, I'm afraid I've been shafted. Desks don't fly. The trouble is, I can't wait to get back to Hong Kong.
That sure is a fun town.
Oh, yeah, but I have a better reason. The fact is, I guess I may as well tell you, I'm in love with Emy Wong. Remember
her?
her?
She was your doctor, wasn't she?
Would you do a favor for me? I haven't heard from her for ages, and I wonder if you could look her up on your next visit and...
But I'm not flying the Hong Kong route now. I do London, New York, Los Angeles.
Ah.
But why is it so difficult? I mean, you can telephone.
Believe me, I've tried hundreds of times, but I can never get her. It's a mystery.
Don't forget the 7-hour difference. That might be what's wrong.
Be serious, can't you?
Sorry, no harm meant. Well, I must go now. So long. Keep smiling, old man.
So long. Thanks.
It's not the thing you think. I feel so wrong, I think it's true. I feel like a dancing bird. But I really like it though. Yes, nobody will believe in me that you treat him like a dog. Regulation, regulation. Give up your love, no hesitation. Regulation, regulation. Love is such a funny thing.
听到了没有？你管不着，混蛋！你管不着，婊子，讨厌！臭婊子，混蛋，混蛋，讨厌！臭婊子，不要打我！讨厌！打我！讨厌！
喂，这个要跟你打架！
不要打我！
on, George. We're nearly there. Feel like taking her down?
I could land at Hong Kong with my eyes closed.
Don't try.
Feels funny sitting at the controls of a plane again.
Well, enjoy it, because you won't control anything when you're married.
But sooner or later, every man has to take the big step. And of the three of us, I'm going to be the last man in.
Go on, you're trapped, so take a good look. It may be your last.
Oh.
Unless you have a postcard of it on the desk in your office.
How much is that?
$4.80.
Here, keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
Room 902.
Thank you. I'd like to see Dr. Emy Wong.
Who?
Emy Wong.
I'm sorry, sir, but Dr. Wong doesn't work here anymore.
But where can I find her then?
I don't know. She left here quite some time ago.
She must be somewhere.
I'm afraid I can't help you. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Got a light, mister?
Welcome. San Miguel, please.
Here you are.
Keep the change.
Thanks.
But you'll have to admit that you are at least partly responsible for her behavior. You are the cause. She had the house all furnished and ready for your return. You can't imagine how beautiful it was. I saw it. With those lovely antiques, pictures everywhere. Naturally, I thought you had already come back. When Emy stopped visiting me, I assumed she was spending all her time with you. Then one day I went to call on her and found the house abandoned and deserted. Her wedding dress was being made up, and I had ordered a new robe for the occasion. Don't worry, there must be some explanation for all this. I feel quite certain. I think you'll find she had to go away for a few days for some reason, and when you return to the city, she'll be waiting for you there, full of love and affection.
Emy! 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 My darling.
Oh, waited so long for this moment. At last I've found you again, my love. Why is your house, our house, all locked up? Why aren't you at the clinic anymore? Why aren't you at your father's? What's happened?
Nothing. Nothing's happened.
Let's go to our house, or anywhere you like. I want to hold you in my arms, to love you, talk to you. There are so many things to say.
I've nothing to say to you.
Emy, you're behaving strangely. I don't understand. You've changed. Why are you treating me like this?
You've caused me so much pain.
It wasn't my fault. I wrote to you about it.
Wrote? You wrote to me?
Of course. You mean you haven't received the letters I've been sending? I've written you a letter nearly every day. I send them through the office. It was simpler. Of course, after you left the clinic, they may not have had your new address. Funny, though. But I'm back, my darling. I'm back for good. We're together again. I brought all the papers for getting married, and I've managed to wangle a month's holiday. Isn't that wonderful? We must celebrate. Let's go to the ambassador.
No. Not the ambassador.
Well, what about the Mandarin?
No.
You certainly are being difficult, dear. I've got it. I'll take you to a new place you've never been in. How's that, eh? What's the matter? Can't you make up your mind? Hey, I invited my wife to dinner. I don't want to look at the menu all night. I've been waiting a long time for this moment. How about a smile? Come on. Don't look so sad.
I'm sorry. I've forgotten how to smile. You still love me?
What kind of a question is that? Of course I do. You doubt it?
As much as before?
Not as much as before, more than ever.
Then take me away from Hong Kong. Wherever you want, but take me away.
If that's what you want. But first, give me a smile, right?
Here's what I offer. Can you match it?
Who is this person? Do you know him?
Don't worry, I know her. I also know her price.
Look, I think you've had too much to drink. You'd better run along.
I'm on the wagon, pal. But I feel like a piece of ass, and that broad you're with is the best screw in the whole city.
Hey! Look at that. This is just too much.
警察，怎么没有人来帮忙嘛？
没有一个人来拉架。
哎，
Hey, nothing here.
Out of my way.
No, please, please, gentlemen, please stop.
快一点，beat it。两边要叫警察，怎么没有人来帮忙啊？怎么这样？
Sir,
Somebody's got to do something about it.
I'll pay for the damage. Put it on my bill. Yes. It's all right, Emy. Come on, sit down. Forgive me. I suppose you were frightened, but of course I never told you I used to box for my university. Anyway, it's all over. You can relax. Come on. Now, what are we going to have? Let's see. The chef recommends for two. Chicken with almonds, bamboo shoots. I feel funny.
George.
My head's spinning.
George! George! What's wrong? George! George! Answer me! The water, please.
帮忙啊，叫什么？
Will somebody call a taxi? George.
What a surprise. Dr. Wong, you're back with us again. What is it? What's wrong? What's happened to you?
I'm so worried. My husband is very ill. He's been unconscious since yesterday evening. He's lost a lot of blood, and I can't stop the hemorrhaging. His pulse is terribly weak.
How did it happen? Was he in an accident?
He was in a fight. Someone insulted me. But I don't understand it with a physique like his.
Have you tried giving him a coagulant?
Yes, and I also gave him an injection of cardiosterol.
I don't like that hemorrhaging. I think we'd better have a set of x-rays right away.
Well, Doctor?
Emy?
Yes?
You must be very brave. George's illness is worse than I expected.
What do you mean?
I won't try to hide the truth from you. How could I? We're both doctors. He will certainly come out of his coma, but his recovery will not be genuine, nor will it last long. He has an incurable illness. It is one of those diseases against which we can do nothing. You'll have to accept that. He can only last a few days.
No. No. It's impossible. Impossible. Pilots have regular examinations. They'd have discovered it. It's not possible.
Yes, they did find out. Just recently. We knew about it. Only he didn't know. No one had the courage to tell him. In London, everyone knew he was coming to Hong Kong to die.
Poor George. Forgive me for what I did. Please do. How could I have imagined this would ever happen? I realize now how wicked I was to you, to the two of you.
Can't keep a good man down. But I really had you worried, eh? Why, with a few more days' rest, be ready, willing, and able to take on Cassius Clay. It wouldn't last 3 rounds. I feel great. But the first thing we've got to do is get married. Hey, tomorrow. Then we'll take a month for a honeymoon all by ourselves, you and I. You satisfied? Emy, my darling, I'll never leave you again.
Hold still, he's gonna take everybody. Come on, let's get close together.
Hope you have lots of kids.
Jeez. Come on, look at the bed. Hold it.
Oh, George, you do drive me crazy. You're the only man in my life. I was so unhappy without you. It was agony. But now you're mine. Mine forever.
Emy?
Hug me, George. Hold me tight.
Oh, my God.
Hug me.
What's happening to me?
George, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Without you, my life is worthless.
I feel frightened.
No, don't be afraid. You know I'm here. Near you, George.
Everything's fading. I can't see it.
George, you're the most handsome man, the strongest, the most wonderful man in the world. You can't go. Hold me tight, darling. Darling.
Hold on to me. Hold on to me.
You're mine. Mine. Mine.